that is the absolute core of any doctor-patient relationship. If you don't have medical ethics, then really the doctor-patient relationship starts to crumble. And that needs to be more instilled in doctors. I think it's been lost gradually over the last sort of several decades. And as government is steadily intruded, I think there's a general impression amongst doctors that the government is their boss, but it's not. It's it is a relationship between the doctor and patient. The doctor and patient. The doctor needs to use all the information that they can garner from every aspect and give them, to the best of their ability, give the patient as much understanding about what's going on with them, and the risks, all the risks and all the benefits to prescribe treatment. Ultimately, the doctor, doctor in Latin means teacher. He should be teaching the patient to be to do more self-management and looking after themselves better. Empowering the patient, that's ultimately what the doctor should be doing, rather than this sort of endless merry-go-round of pharmaceuticals and chronic management. We want to be trying to give the patient the tools to manage their health and life better.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of the things that can be done to redeem that relationship, redeem doctors as teachers?
Well, first is to get the health regulators out of the doctor-patient relationship. They have a role in registering doctors after they've graduated and know that they've got the appropriate medical certificates. But they shouldn't be prescribing what doctors can and can't do as far as treating their own patients. And each patient is unique in their makeup of their experiences, their genetics, their expectations, and all these different factors go into how that doctor-patient relationship plays out. So you can have two people with a similar condition, but they'll have different expectations, different genetics, and you have to manage that patient differently, not this sort of one size fits all.
Right. Yeah. So it sounds to me like there's sort of a kind of a puppet string from the government to the doctor, and the doctor seeing the government as the boss.
Yeah.
How do we cut that string?
Well, that's going to require, I suppose, doctors standing up and saying, this is not right. But in a sort of a uniform, we're not going to take this anymore. We need that string to be cut.
Could a doctor do that today?
No. You're risking suspension or deregistration. And that's what's happened to me. So I've followed what I believe is true medical ethics and provided patients with medical exemptions who did not want to have this COVID injection, and as a result I've been suspended. Now I'm a danger to the government because I'm part of a resistance saying no, we're not going to take this anymore.
Maybe one final question. Have you heard of the Great Barrington Declaration?
Yes, I signed that.
Do we have anything similar out of Australia? And do you think that something like that would be helpful?
Well, virtually at the same time the Great Barrington Declaration came out, I don't know if you've heard of the COVID Medical Network. I don't know if they called themselves that at that point, but essentially there was a group of at least 500 doctors around Australia who signed a very similar type of letter to the government, basically calling on common sense principles for managing this pandemic. So, which is essentially what the Great Barrington Declaration is about. It's about a common sense approach to the pandemic that was approaching us. Okay.
All right. Well, thanks.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.